Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal Eclipse. My name is Jessica. In this video, we'll be asking the cards about your life partner and what your first impression will be of them. So this is when you first meet, like your first interaction with this person that's coming in. So it might lean more toward the singles or those people who aren't in a relationship, but this might completely apply to you if you are in a relationship and just give you confirmation you're with the right person. So I have 4 stacks for you all today. We have Lapis Lazuli, Rose Quartz, Labradorite, and lastly Obsidian. So choose whichever stack or stacks call out to you. You can check the description box or the comment section for timestamps if you'd like to skip directly to the stack or stacks that you picked. So let's go ahead and get started. Start off with the first stack and Lapis Lazuli. When it comes to this life partner, we have hops coming out. We have the star. The 2 very good cards. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups. So another really fantastic card coming through here. The 2 of Shells with Union and Harmony. And we have California Poppy coming in last with Resurrection. So with these cards, the way they're coming out, I almost feel like the timing of this relationship is going to be sort of a surprise for you. It might be that you want this or like you're thinking about this a lot. It might be coming up quite a bit. But I feel like even with all that, when this person comes in, it's completely out of the blue. But like right now, you've been heavily focused on sort of like working on yourself, or when this life partner does come along, you've been really focused on you, just like getting yourself to this nice place where you're just much more stable. Like everything is just in proper alignment for you mentally. It might not be financially, like you still might be trying to get there financially, but I think overall your mindset when this person comes through is really at a great place. But I still feel it's like almost as though you're thinking, I still have more work to do. Why is this person coming in? But they come in as like the perfectly timed person to enter your life. I feel like with them, they help you grow, or they almost help you to get to that final place, like the last lap of this like stage in your life to get you to the next level. So I feel like it's actually an odd timing for this relationship, but overall it's like the perfect timing. It's not the wrong time, it's just an odd time. Um, Definitely with this person, it's somebody that you're not expecting. I really would say it's not a return of anybody when it comes to these cards, unless you really just didn't have a relationship with them. It might like it could have been a friend or something, and that's why we see hops where it does develop into something else that you're unaware of. But I would say it doesn't seem like the return of an actual full relationship that you had in the past. The star does indicate wish fulfillment, so definitely you're going to be surprised by just how perfect this person is, or how many like boxes they check when you're like talking to them, when you're having this like first meeting. It's just really surprising how well this person gets along with you. I think your personalities match well. I think your like backgrounds really come together perfectly. You have a similar sense of humor. I also think this person, and I normally don't say this in readings, but because the star came out here, I think this person is like your exact type when it comes to like physical appearance, because the star is always this one person that's like just stands out in a crowd. For some reason, they are like the only person that catches your eye. There could be thousands of people around you, but they're the only one that you look at. And it really does seem like you know this immediately. Like you feel this life partner energy when you first meet them. And even if it has been like a friend in the past, like you feel that change into that more life partner scenario. With the Ace of Cups, the Two of Shells, we're seeing 2 cups cards coming through. A lot of love, a lot of romance here, and almost like it's being handed to you. So it's not something that um, just like you feel like came out of nowhere and there's nothing there for you. It's actually being handed to you, where you feel like this is who I'm meant to be with. This is where I'm supposed to go. Even though it's still weird timing, it's like this is the right person. And in almost like sign from like the universe, or sign from God, sign from a higher power that comes through, saying this is the right way to proceed, because this person will provide you with a lot of happiness. And we have the dove there at the top of this chalice that's like overflowing. So we see that overflow of happiness, that overflow of peace and serenity, just everything that you were really hoping to come through comes through with this person. It's just so much positivity represented here. And it's from that first meeting. Like you really feel a sense of calmness with this person. And just like this is who matches me more than anyone else. Extremely so with the Two of Shells. It's one of my favorite cards, the Two of Cups. Just 2 people coming together with like just this presence of just wanting to know the other person, just wanting to be with that other person, wanting to be next to that other person, learn more about them, grow this like that relationship. It takes a lot of effort in that Two of Shells. We see heavy soulmate energy, heavy like life partner, somebody who wants longevity and is not approaching you as somebody who's like, oh, you're hot, let's go out. This is somebody who's approaching you as, I want a partner. I want somebody that I can, spend the rest of my life with. I want somebody I can grow old with. I want somebody who gets me so that we can build something together. And that's why we see that sort of like nest aspect here with this card. These two birds that have come together, not just, as a couple, but to build a future, to create something greater. And to top it all off, we see Poppy coming in here, California Poppy at the end with this like wise owl resurrection. And its meaning is like to not give up. You might have those moments where there's nobody in your life or you feel like when is this right person coming through? And I feel like right at the moment where you really think this person is definitely not coming through to me, it's like they're presented to you. That's where you get handed that Ace of Cups. Like that's where this light shines upon this person, like in the star. This is like an eye-opening experience for like, oh, all this time that I've been doing all this hard work, all this time that I've been focused on myself, all this time that I've been doing all the right things, the universe has just slowly been moving this person toward me so that everything will be in proper alignment. And I really feel that heavily here. We have resurrection, bringing life back to like your life, that renewal energy that's coming through here. So if you've been single for a while, or you're just like in and out of like short relationships, you're waiting for this person to come through. I do feel like they're coming in at a very surprising time, or maybe you don't feel like you're ready for a relationship. But this person's energy is so compatible with yours that it really is the perfect time for you to come together. I feel like immense attraction with him, both physical, but both like physical and mental attraction here. Not just like you see them and you think they're gorgeous. You actually feel a strong connection here, and like they've brought so much life back into your life, so much positive energy, so much future presence here. Definitely strong soulmate life partner here with this reading. So that was the first deck. I do hope that you are able to resonate with that. And I thank you so much for watching. I hope that you and all your loved ones are doing well, staying safe and healthy. Please have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye-bye. Start off with our second stack here and rose quartz. When it comes to this life partner, this first meeting, this first impression, we have Pimpernel coming through. Knight of Wands. So we're seeing somebody who's on their way to you currently. So quick arrival. Ooh, we have the sun coming through. Great card. The Tower with release and revelation. So this is actually a very good card to have. Even though in the normal Tower you might feel that negativity, here we actually have newness, something that is like eye-opening. Then lastly, we have St. John's wort with light in the darkness. Well, that's very interesting because I always see the sun and the tower and they're sort of like contrasting cards, and this like one's all positive while the other one is just chaos. And then we have light in the darkness where the sunlight is sort of caged, but it's such a positive message within that St. John's wort of like still having that faith or hope, that energy, that like resilience during the darkest times to continue moving forward. So it's like even when you think uh, basically you're going to be alone or that none of your relationships are going to be successful, it's like this person comes in and they're like right there before you as the life partner, the one that's going to be there with you, the right person that you actually feel very strong connection with. We see that with like the sun as that clarity, as like this person is finally here in front of you. And I feel like that's the major message here. First impression is like, I've waited all these years, I've waited this amount of time, I thought they were never coming, and here they are. It's such clarity with this person. You get along so well with them. It's just such immense energy, so much brightness. And I love that with the tower, rather than have it sort of like chaotic and things are falling apart, it's almost like there's this beautiful sunlight shining on this chameleon that's just like climbing up this tree. Like there might have been a storm, there might have been some issues, but he's still moving forward and not, letting the past hold him back. So it's like, yeah, things in the past happened, but what did they happen for? It might have been like you had some suckier relationships, or you had some toxicity around you and you're wondering why you had to go through that. And it's also that when this relationship comes around, it's not something negative, or you've learned so many good lessons that you're able to take this relationship and really like grow with it. This is like going to be such a positive relationship because of the past. So I'm going to go over to Pimpernel here, the first card. And Pimpernel is more of like sort of like stopping in your journey, being stuck in a way where you don't know how to move forward. You don't know when to move forward, what decision to make, how to take that next step in your life, to get to the next stage. And the interesting thing about Pimpernel is like it's a story that's inspired by like, or it's an old folklore sort of story that's about a girl who stood in a position for so long waiting for her love to come to her that her feet turned into roots and she like grew into the ground. So she was sort of stuck there waiting for this person to come through. But here we see that like rather than choosing to be stuck waiting for this person to come through, holding yourself back, you're more choosing things to focus on, choosing that like that you're waiting for this person, that this person is coming through. You still have the desire for this relationship. But I feel like you're choosing to not make it the top priority. Like you're just deciding to focus on other things and let the universe just bring this person in. And I think once you start doing that is when this person comes through. So it's sort of more like letting go, and then you see the arrival of this person. Because it does feel like heavy energy here, like they're already on their way to you. But I think it's such a fresh energy, such a like a fiery energy. So a lot of passion here with the Knight of Wands, the Sun. We even see the Sun in both of these like darker cards. So a lot of intensity here. So I think when you meet this person, there's immense happiness, like sort of shock in a way where you're like, this person is actually here in front of me. Like this person is here. This relationship that I've been hoping for has finally materialized. Like all this hard work is paying off. Everything I was hoped for. And at the same time, I almost feel like there's this hesitation. We do see release and revelation, right? I feel like there's this hesitation where you're like, is this right? Is this like, am I seeing this correctly? Should I really like go for this? And it almost makes you pause and try to figure things out. But this person is willing to pause with you. This person is willing to slow down to make sure that you feel stable and secure here. Like this is somewhere um that you can move forward with. We see that Pimpernel, like somebody who's willing to just stop there, evaluate the direction they're going in, and that's what this person wants in this relationship. I feel like there's very similar energy here. Like whenever this person comes in, it's like they just want this life partner. They're ready for a commitment. They're ready to just say, I'm gonna sit down and slow myself. I might plant myself here, permanently, whether or not it seems like the right thing to do. I feel like this is such good energy that's coming across. You're just like this is the right time for both of you. Um, I do feel like since there is a lot of heat here, this person's going to be pretty attractive. At least like to you, this person seems gorgeous. So when it comes to first impressions, very attractive person. A lot of happiness here, and happiness and like soul happiness, not just like you're happy to meet somebody. It's like a genuine, like almost like you've met this person before that's coming through. It's weird. It might be that like you have a very close connection, like soul bond here, and you get that feeling when you met them, almost like you can complete each other's sentences immediately. But I do feel heavily here. This seems like a very strong um, relationship. Like it's coming in a perfect time. It's brightness, it's happiness, it's positivity, and it's a complete turnaround when it comes to this energy. Complete turnaround. So that's what I'm seeing here with the second stack and rose quartz. I do hope that you were able to resonate with that one. Seems like some good energy when you meet this person. I hope that you and all your loved ones are doing well, staying safe and healthy. Thanks for watching whatever portion of this video you have. Please have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye. Starting off here with our third stack and Labradorite. When it comes to this person, this life partner that's coming through, this first impression when you first meet, we have Magnolia. We have Page of Cups. So that's interesting because those cards are sort of different, but like they're coming out together, which is really positive. We have the Nine of Wands. That's like there's a part of you that might not be wanting a relationship for some reason. We have the Page of Shells with intuition and inspiration, and we have Nettle coming through. Pay attention. So if this is you, I mean, it might not resonate with you entirely, but there might be a few of you that are watching this that choose this deck and it resonates with you completely. So first I want to say, if you're worried about a relationship or you're fearful of a relationship, um, I feel like this is a sign to say, don't really worry about what's to come. This is the right thing to come. If anything, we see the Nine of Wands and we see Nettle with pay attention, meaning like just slow yourself down a little. Don't get too anxious. Don't like get so fixated on something that you ignore certain signs. It's more of like, don't worry, this will progress properly if it's meant to. You don't have to be somebody you're not. You don't have to worry about the past repeating itself with this person. I think it's like, if there's anything that's weighing over from a previous relationship, they're sort of saying, don't think about that because this is a completely different relationship and it's not going to be like that previous one. It might also be that you're worried overall about the development of this relationship. Like when you meet this person, they come across really, really great. Like these two cards together show a really great person. And it might be that you're sort of worried about, if you're deserving of this person or if this person will actually want you once they get to know you. But I think it's like the complete opposite. Like the reality is like this person really is like incredibly interested in you. They really want to get to know you. They want this relationship. They're very like heavily dedicated person. I don't think this person just like dates a lot of people or sees a lot of people and then just tries to figure out who they want for the time being. I actually feel like this person's like one person at a time to make sure that it's developing properly. So it's a good person. We have Magnolia and we have Page of Cups. And the reason I'm saying that these two are great cards, like when you see them, this person is very stable. This person has a great amount of maturity to them. They have a very good mindset. They're at like almost like mentally, they have like this great amount of beauty. It's just their way of thinking, their way of expressing themselves. They seem like a very lovely person, very mature, very educated, somebody who just knows a lot, but I don't think they're a very showy person. I think if anything, you're sort of surprised by just how mature they are because they just seem so absolutely lovely. Like magnolias are absolutely beautiful, beautiful flowers and beautiful trees, and you look at them and it's just so pretty. You don't realize their history. Like they've been around for so long. At the same time, we have that maturity in that magnolia, the beauty in that maturity. We have the Page of Cups with this like sort of goofy guy here. He's holding a fish in a cup, and he's just sort of standing there. And we see the contrast of like somebody who's a joker, somebody who likes to have a lot of fun, somebody who is very easygoing. Somebody just, they're like, you know what, let's do something fun for today. Even if it's something little, it might be something big, but I think this person just wants to have um some happiness. They just want happiness. I think they're a hard worker, so they put a lot of energy into everyday life, and you'll see that. Like they put a lot of energy into everything, and they just want to relax. So I think they're more somebody who's just very easy to talk to, somebody who likes to make you laugh. And I think overall, first impression, we see that balance in that person when you first meet them. We see the maturity, but we see the sincerity and the joy and the almost like childlike, happiness that they have, and like even some lame jokes that might come out here and there. We have Page of Shells, which honestly, I focus so much on the Page of Cups, I completely forgot that the Page of Shells is actually the Page of Cups. So you have that coming out twice. You have intuition, inspiration. The Page of Shells here has a little heart on his back or her back, but here we actually have the Page of Cups coming out twice. So that's double that. Very like, I don't want to say because it might, depending on who's watching it. This is very cute energy with this person. So they're very cute. Their personality is like really just adorable, really sweet, kind. I think they're heavily invested in a lot and like in this relationship. So nothing to worry about. And I think no matter how you're feeling here, whether you're worried about um, energy from a previous relationship spilling over, a repeat of a previous relationship, or even if like maybe you get a second chance at a relationship that never developed and you're scared that like it might mess up or it might not be right, or friendship that turns into more. I feel like any fears that you might have when it comes to this situation, to just, not pay attention so closely to the past. Don't let those things distract you so much that you're not seeing what's right in front of you. And that's where the nettle comes through. You might be so fixated on that previous energy, those things that happened to you before, those like things that didn't work out, that you might delay the advancement of this relationship. So it's just heavy, like, just go with it. Go with what comes to you. This person just seems so wonderful, and I think you're going to see that. So if you see them and you think, why would they want me? Or there's no way they're interested in me, they are. They are interested in you. They do want you. That's why they're working so hard, and that's why you're seeing it as them working like as hard as they are. So that's what I'm seeing here with this deck. I think very cute energy when it comes to this person. A Joker, somebody's lively, somebody's very mature. They work very hard. So we do see that, like, whatever they do for a living, they're heavily invested. But they just, they're a very easygoing, relaxed person that doesn't get very riled up. Just to have those two cards come out, to have the Page of Cups and the Page of Shells, we do see that, like, only confirming that energy. So that's what I'm seeing here with this Labradorite and this third stack. And I do hope that I was able to resonate with you. I hope that you and all your loved ones are doing well, staying safe and healthy. And I want to thank you for watching whatever portion of the video you have. So please have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye-bye. Starting off with our last deck here, we have Obsidian. When it comes to this life partner and this first impression, this first meeting, we have Rose coming out. So this is somebody that you're able to talk to very easily, immediately. Like with that card coming out, we see immediate connection. Oh, no wonder we have the Lovers coming out. So good couple cards to pull first. Ace of Wands, Ten of Crystals, with Stability and Attainment, and we have Create Space with Raspberry. So it seems like somebody you're going to be very comfortable with Rose and Raspberry coming in at these, like, sort of end markers, beginning, end. They're sort of like the ends on a bookshelf. They're keeping these things together. And I feel like they're such key points to this impression that you get of this person that it's like, those are the things that I want to focus on first. So mainly here we have Rose with somebody here that you're really able to talk to, somebody you get along well with, somebody who you're able to open up with immediately. And there's like an obvious reason. Obviously, we have the Lover, so that would be why you're able to open up so quickly with this person. But we have Rose with somebody you can tell everything to, and that's like that first meeting. You're really opening up to this person, and you're surprised by just how much you're telling them. Like, you didn't expect to just let everything out to this person, but that's just the energy that they have. Like, you're really able to communicate with this person. You feel no judgment off of them. They just accept what they're saying to you. They hear what you're saying, and they either like offer condolences, they offer advice, they just are there to be supportive. And with Raspberry, we see that continuous, like, supportive nature, somebody that you can rely on, somebody who's always there to, like, catch you when you fall, somebody who has such a very positive, nice energy here. And with Raspberry, it's interesting because it's more like the one that's there for everyone. So somebody who's there for their family, their friends, but also like somebody who has a great way of acting around children. They're very good with kids. They're very good with new people, old people, like, people that they've known for a lifetime, people that are just coming into their life. I think they have this really unique sort of calmness, but like a neutral calmness about them, where I think they always give off this really great energy of just being somebody anybody can approach, anybody can get along well with this person. I feel like you feel that when you meet just somebody who is really great for you. Also, surprisingly, like, we have Raspberry here as something that's sort of like sweet, something that smells really nice. We have Rose here with like a nice fragrance. So both of those cards, it's giving me that vibe of like, you're very comfortable around this person. Like, they have a soothing energy that they put off. So very relaxing to be around. Now, most importantly, we have Lovers next to Rose, which is like saying, obviously, you really feel that deep connection, because it's either like soulmate, life partner, soul connection, whatever way you want to word it. We're seeing Lovers come in as that person that you're truly meant to be with. And Rose, because of that, like, attachment, that ability to speak to them, to bond with them immediately. It seems like that first impression is saying here, like, it's the right person purely based on the way that you're able to talk to them. And those two cards are really perfect for this first impression, because it's saying how much you're able to just you know bond, to create this relationship almost out of thin air, because you seem to really know each other, get along well, like you're talking to somebody that you've known your lifetime, even though you're just meeting this person. And it does seem like an opportunity that's coming through here is something that's like, um, like almost like a sign to go ahead and move forward. If you've been wondering like when this person's coming through, or if this person ever will, or even if you're just like not ready for a relationship but you want this person to come through, I feel like you'll be given a good like um what is it, a green flag, to go ahead and move forward. This is your time to take advantage of that situation. We see that with Ace of Wands saying, it's okay to go ahead and move forward to take advantage of this relationship. Now, with the Ten of Crystals, it's a little different here because I didn't really get this message from any of the other readings, but for this one, for some reason, when I'm seeing that card, which would normally be the um, Ten of Pentacles or like a coins card, I'm feeling like this person here is very um, stable, like financially. It's almost like the only thing that they're missing is that life partner. And they make it very clear. Like when you're in that first meeting, when you first get to talking to them, they make it very clear what they want. And they don't really see that in the other ones, but this person is like, this is exactly what I want. I'm going to lay it out here for you. I think a little bit of one of the other stacks I got that, but for this, it's like, I want, this life partner. I want to settle down. I don't want like dating with all these other people. I want like commitment. This is what I'm looking for. And they are really very clear with what it is they want, because I think they're done with whatever it was in the past. I think they're just like finally like, I'm going to go ahead and say no to these people who just want to fling, or they just want a quick relationship. They're just like, this is dedication. This is commitment. This is a life partner. They just want to grow old with somebody, and they want to spend the rest of their life with the same person. They don't want any more like going out trying to find the right person, or date somebody for a couple months here and there. This is like, let's create this permanence. And it's very clear when they tell you this. It's very you know flat, sort of almost dry in a way when they tell you these things, because I think this person, especially when they meet you, it's like they want to make sure that the person that they're with wants the same thing they want. So um it may be like sort of surprising to hear, but I almost feel like when you hear that, it um gives you comfort and sort of relieves you, because it's like, oh, you finally found the right person, because they want all the same things that you want, and now you feel like you have enough faith, or whatever it is, courage to move forward and pursue this relationship. um all these cards really honestly indicated very attractive people, or at least people that you'll be attracted to. So like the other ones, this does seem like a very attractive person, somebody who you will actually genuinely find attractive. But I think overall this is more of like, um, this person is really dedicated to longevity in a relationship. They're done with quick relationships. They just want somebody, to spend their life with. So that's what I'm seeing here with Obsidian and this last stack. I do hope that you are able to resonate with whichever stack or stacks you chose. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope that you and all your loved ones are doing well and staying safe and healthy. And as always, please have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye.